Can I have a glass of scotch, please?
Oh, hello there, fine sir. We have none of
So
that.
bad.
Would you like a glass house? Yo, guys, how's it going? 33rd RPM back here for another album review today. If you couldn't tell by the intro, today we are reviewing Billy Joel's Glass Houses from 1980. Little disclaimer, sorry about the intro. Me and my friends were messing around, and we thought it'd be something funny to include. It's a terrible pun. I humbly apologize. It will live forever on the internet. But yeah, let's get into the review. So, Billy Joel is an artist I've always had sort of an interesting relationship with. I've either really liked his albums or not really cared for them. In fact, I only have a couple Billy Joel albums. I have this, Glass Houses. I have The Stranger on vinyl. I have A Matter of Trust, The Bridge to Russia. Very, very awesome set if you're a fan of Billy Joel. And it was actually a newer thing. It was about him during the Cold War. Came with a bunch of music, really cool live set. And then Piano Man on CD. So I really do like his album The Innocent Man and a lot of songs off of that. But I really couldn't find myself getting into many songs beyond Billy Joel's hits. You know, the stuff that he's known for, stuff like Piano Man, It's Still Rock and Roll to Me, Uptown Girl, Big Shot, Allentown, etc. So I was at a record store, one of my local places, and I saw this one. I believe it was last year I picked this up, and I was like, this has my favorite Billy Joel song in here, which is You May Be Right, or it was my favorite Billy Joel song. Again, that a little bit later. And I was like, well, I might as well pick it up. You know, I bought this for $5, and it's in really, really pristine condition, so that was a great steal. I know this is not one of his more popular albums, despite there being some great tracks on here. And I was like, well, let's give it a whirl. Listen to it, and I fell in love with this album. This has become my favorite Billy Joel album, and I think just a classic. Classic and probably his best collection of work, I think, on here. So, on the cover, got Billy Joel, Glass Houses. That's Billy Joel himself throwing a rock, or about to throw a rock at his house. I thought it was pretty cool. And then, on the back here, you got the classic afro right there. You got your tracks in red on the bottom. Hope you guys can see that. Some copyrights and a barcode. So, tracks on here. Side A, You May Be Right, Sometimes a Fantasy, Don't Ask Me Why, It's Still Rock and Roll to Me, and All for Lena. Side B, I Don't Want to Be Alone, Sleeping with the Television On, You Were the One, Close to the Borderline, and Through the Long Night. So, side A I think is a real 1, 2, 3, 4 punch. I know it's 1, 2 punch is the expression, but the first 4 tracks in here are killer. You May Be Right opens it with this awesome glass breaking sound, and then it goes into the guitar and this building drum beat, which gets into this really catchy chorus. And Billy Joel, is just saying like he's in this relationship and he's doing all these crazy things, but he loves this girl. But hey, you may be right. We may both be crazy, but let's just ride this thing out. Really fun track, really infectious track. Definitely a cool, catchy Billy Joel track, and one of my favorites. Next we have Sometimes a Fantasy, which is also this really good plodding guitar riff that drives the entire song, and Billy Joel's, I don't want to say soulful because the beat really doesn't slow down, but there's really deep kind of growl he gets he brings up to the chorus in this nice crescendo, which sounds awesome, and in the beginning of the verses. And once again, another really solid hook from Billy Joel that'll stick in your head for a little while. Great tune. After that, we have Don't Ask Me Why, which is another fantastic Billy Joel song. It's got this, I believe it's piano, but it may be a piano or guitar. I know it's like blasphemy, I can't recognize it, but it sounds really light, and it goes into these sort of lighter vocals from Billy Joel we've had in comparison to the past 2 tracks, and some clever lyrics. Once again, really solid hook. This is a great album for hooks. There are a lot of catchy hooks that you'll hum in your head a week after you listen to this thing for the first time. And then track 4, It's Still Rock and Roll to Me, one of Billy Joel's most famous songs. Amazing lyrics, amazing beat, the doom 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 doom, and Billy Joel's classic delivery, and that bridge in after the second verse, I believe, is awesome. It doesn't matter what they say in the papers, cause it'll always be the same old scene. Awesome little breakdown there. Great song. And the only song I really don't like on this album actually closes off side A. It's called All for Lena. It's got this really kind of, to my ears, grating piano melody that's really harsh, just an eighth note piano repetition of a melody that I really don't care for. And it just kind of grades on me after a while. The first time I heard it, I didn't really care for it, but after repeated listens, I really started not liking it. So, that's interesting. honestly one of my least favorite Billy Joel songs. Next on side B we have I Don't Want to Be Alone. That's a great song. Once again, kicks off side 2 on a great note. One of his deeper, his deep cuts on here, but still a really good song. Has a really, nice story that he tells in this song, and it's again the hook, fantastic. Then we come to track 2 on side B, which is my favorite Billy Joel song. I was just listening to side B. I didn't know any songs, so I had no incentive to put it on until one day I was like, what the hell, let's go for it. And I came across Sleeping with the Television On. Holy cow, I adore this song. I love Billy Joel's vocals. I love the melody. I love how catchy the chorus is. I love the pianos with the guitars. The pianos accent the guitars. I think this is an awesome, awesome song. And if you haven't heard it and you're a Billy Joel fan, definitely check out Sleeping with the Television On. The last 3 songs we're going to hear, with the exception of, Close to the Borderline is the second to last track. That's a pretty good song. But the last 3 here are honestly a little forgettable in comparison to the rest of the album, how great the rest of the album is. They're not bad songs by any stretch of the mind. This would be You Were the One, Close to the Borderline, and Through the Long Night, which close out side B. But just not as great as the tracks I mentioned before. So, this is, like I said, this is an original copy, so there are no inserts in this. I don't know if they've repressed this and anything they put in a little post or anything. But we get this on the sleeve. This is actually his band from recording the album. I think this is awesome. This is his highlights. You can pause that and read it if you want. I'll just hold it up for a second. Those are all of his bandmates, and they highlight what instruments they play. And if you actually watch this, which is A Matter of Trust, The Bridge to Russia again, you can see these guys playing with him live in Russia. So that's a little cool connection thing I got. And then, obviously, we got some lyrics here. And the record itself. Like I said, this is a pristine condition for $5. Columbia, right there. Great, great label. It's a little dirty. I need to wash it again. There we go. And that is side A. So yeah, overall, a really solid album from Billy Joel, in my opinion. One of these albums, this is an album that makes me want to go back into his discography and listen to some of the deeper cuts and see if I can find more songs that I love, like Sleeping with the Television On. So, with that all said, and recommend all the songs I listed before, definitely go check out. With the exception of All for Lena, I know some people like that song, not for me. I'm going to give this album a solid 8 out of 10. I think this is a very, very solid album, especially for something I just picked up because I only liked one song off of it. I think that this is a solid effort from Billy Joel. So that'll do it for today's review, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting, liking, and if you do subscribe, welcome to the family. Thanks for joining me. I will be doing my next review soon with, we're looking at the Black Keys next, some of their newer stuff. So that'll be cool to get into, and yeah. Thanks for just supporting me. This has been a really cool journey to watch this channel grow, even though I'm not even at 50 subs yet. It's just something fun I enjoy doing, talking about, at the wall here and seeing what you guys have to say about my reviews. So, yeah, thanks for being you guys and just watching. So, yeah, until next time, I'm 33 to 3rd RPM. Catch you on the flip side, guys. Keep on spinning.